Greetings, everybody. It's RPG Grandma with Take I Don't Know. The sound quality was really bad last time, so hoping this one works. All right, so last episode I went over levels and the hit points. And the information for the experience points, you need to go up the levels, appeared on page 20, and sort of the examples of the things from the book and what levels they would equal for player characters and NPCs was on page 16. On page 21 of the rules as written, we have point accumulation charts along with some notes. So a note for the ref right here is, in cases where no example is given, it's up to the referee to adjudicate the game. In other words, folks, you have to figure it out on your own. Okay, so what are our examples then? Now we've got several different columns. We've got killing animal type, killing warriors by their level, capturing and returning with a warrior, and other. Okay, so let's look at the animals. Ape is worth 1,000. An apt is worth 1,000. A banth, 1,500. A cowlet, 750. A darsine, 500. An orluk, 750. A plantman, 2,000. A sith, I cannot talk today. A sith, worth 5,000. A thoat, 100 with a star. And a zitadar, 100 with a star. Now the star note, I'm going to read it, counts only if the animal is attacking to kill. So in other words, if the animal's just chilling and our adventurer runs up there and goes, I killed a thoat, because they killed a thoat, but it wasn't doing anything, nothing. Okay, so you killed a warrior by level. First is worth 25, second 50, third 75, fourth 100, fifth 200, sixth 350, seventh 600, eighth 1,000, ninth 1,500, 10th 2,250, 11th 3,000, 12th 4,000. Capturing and returning with the warrior. First, that'll get you 30, get you more. Second, 75. Third, 125. Fourth, 150. Fifth, 275. Sixth, 450. Seventh, 750. Eighth, 1,250. Ninth, 2,000. 10th, 3,000. 11th, 4,000. 12th, 5,500. What's the other category? For freeing a prisoner, you get 2,000. A nobleman, 4,000. A lady, 5,000. A princess, 10,000. Then it says flyer. Well, what they mean is stealing flyers, okay? They mean stealing it, all right? Small, 3,000. Large, 7,500. Treasure. Per 1,000 of value, you get 10 points. Mounts. Again, stealing. Strategically stealing. Okay. 50 points for each mount. And for arms, 20 points for each arm. So, weapon. So, a couple things. First off, the city-states, some of them are really in, and also the Green Martians, basically gladiator games, okay? Not everybody, but a good chunk, okay? And they like to take prisoners for those games. So that's a deal there, freeing prisoners that or you're on the mission to, that's, or you stumble into the situation and go, oh, my lady, go rescue the princess, right? But also a thing is when you look at these rules, a lot of them are like Plains Indian warrior rules. Yes, you get prestige for killing somebody or killing a super dangerous animal, but you get more prestige for capturing the enemy, for capturing and freeing the enemy, because you have the power to do so. You could kill them, and they know it, and you're like, no, you can go. That's like huge. It's part of counting coup, okay? And capturing mounts. Well, in this modern sense, the flyers are a form of mount, and then the actual real mounts are a form of mount. So in Plains Indian terminology, it's horses. You capture horses. And there's like a list of things you have to do to become a war chief. And one of those things is also, besides the things I've just listed off, is leading successful raids where none of the people you lead get injured or killed. It's one of the things you got to do. Like there's like a list. Maybe I'll go over the list. But when you look at Barsoomian warrior culture, that's what you're looking at here. And we're talking about a planet where you have warrior culture. And there's aspects of it that were definitely modeled off of the Plains Indians, but modified, and that's what you're seeing. And it is an overarching thing, and that's why you can have these very generic things. It can be argued too, you probably could award, if you belong to certain cultures, taking prisoners that weren't warriors but were from other classes, because they were actively doing that, and they wanted those people for their nefarious, what they were going to do with them later. But yeah, some cultures are not that pleasant, but hey, they're lawful. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, one of the things I forgot to mention in the common language video, which I'm going to mention now when I'm thinking about it, is they have a common spoken language. But that doesn't mean they all have the same written language. And it doesn't mean they aren't archaic languages they can't decipher anymore. They can look at the pictures on the wall, but they have no idea what the writing says. Or you have to find the right people who know what the writing says. Remember I said there are jobs in the game? So we know that you get very few hit points per level. 1 plus 1. And it just keeps accumulating, right? Well, it goes up, 2, 3, 4, a max of 15. And you're thinking to yourself, but okay, so this is all we got? And the answer is yes, except for the things that affect combat. And you're like, well, what about intelligence, dexterity, constitution, charisma, wisdom, the all that stuff, right? Reaction speed, if that's a thing you've got, or stamina, all that stuff, that the about 6, sometimes less, sometimes more abilities that everybody has in their game stay. This game does not have that. You have to import that. And before you import that, you have to understand the to kill and the to wound system, which is in the combat system. Because otherwise you're going to mess up the game. Because you do accelerate and move up levels in theory quicker than you do in D&D. But then you can get killed really easy. So next episode will be sliding critical to kill. And you'll understand what I mean when I start trying to explain it. So everybody have a great day, and we'll move on to how to wound and how to kill. Bye.